YouTube, I'm back, still with no spreadsheet. The keeper and I, we're still at a loggerhead right now. I said I might meet him in the middle. You know, he wants 3 carrots per month to do the spreadsheet. I said 2. I met him in the middle at 2.5 carrots, and he's still not playing, no dice. So, no spreadsheet right now. But to be fair, we've not really done anything. Well, we did something a few episodes ago, but I just need to find the old small packages and then win the run. How hard can that be? Cookie, dodgy dagger, or bad cheese. The dodgy dagger is really good, but I keep saying this and I'll say it again. If I get the wall fight, I just lose if I base my run around this. We're not taking the cheese. The other thing about this character is healing is like pretty hard to come by, so it's actually quite nice to get some healing. But you know what? Is the relic that captivation at 999 still in the game? Yeah, that's still in the game. Called Beleaguered Boots. Give me Dodger Dagger. We'll try and do something with this. I think it's the most offensive thing at least, so perhaps I just don't worry about it until the second floor. But I feel like every time I take this relic, I just end up invariably getting the wall fight, where you can't evade attacks, which means my scaling turns off. And the only reason that's bad is because you typically like lean into Belusion more that way. Okay, horrible start so far. But it's fine. We can overcome this by good play. Well, actually, all good with fortune, I guess. The poison trigger there is very nice. We might get a bit of spinette here. Okay, we're not going to get 25 gold, but... Oh, fuck, I would have really liked an ice circle. But at least we don't get our ass handed to us. I might actually take a bit of a lark at this. I didn't really care where I was going too much. If I went down the right, I might have considered going to an early shop again. Am I fighting? It's the slime, right? Okay, versus the slime, we don't want the lightning go up. It's just not good enough. The random direction is not too bad here. I might... Well, I'm going to miss out on a chest either way. Okay, that's fine. We might get a look at a question mark tile. Actually, this is not that unfortunate. I think I don't want the darkness Etterball. You know what? I'll humor you, Reorganizer. I normally don't take you until I get the duplication potion, but you're actually a pretty solid single target damage orb anyway. And if the refresh gets really stuck, you are kind of refresh tech. You're a very interesting orb, actually. Theoretically as well, you're crit tech because you move the crit around the board, so if the crit's in an awkward hit space, you might get the crit mid-shot. And actually, you can hit the crit multiple times on the same shot with the Reorganizer, which is fairly unusual. I mean, you can do that with other orbs, to be fair, but, like, you know, it shuffles it around, so there's a chance, like, I think there's a heightened chance of hitting it multiple times. That probably is what I want to say. This fight, by the way, is free because there's so many bombs on it. So, let's farm some money. Alright, we're back on pace. We've got 50 gold. I even found a free orb. Definitely should do a sandbag here. You are not hitting me in time. I don't think is this a gold peg? I think we've got all the gold. Alright, send it. Yeah, we don't need any of you guys. I'd probably take this up a level now because we have got the dodgy dagger, so we should lean into it a little bit. Shop not worth. I could have gone to the shop there as well. I had enough money, but I don't think it was worth considering I've got an elite coming up. I hate this fight. Alright, just be patient. That's all we have to do here. Lovely. again. Should be a bit patient. I need to get some like copyright-free calming music just for this situation. Please. Alright, snipe the bomb. That's not the fight over just yet, but we're in a pretty nice spot. The additional enemy on the board is perished. Wow, kind of a lucky double hit. I'll take it. I'm probably at this point I can just kill you by playing the game now. I say that. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. I'll just take my lump. Why did you slide down? It probably doesn't matter here. Oh, fuck it, it doesn't matter. I was gonna say, as long as I do 8, then 11, we're fine. Then 15, sorry. Actually, 15's gonna be quite hard here. Okay, we're good. I take more damage than I would like, but we got more money, so it kind of works out in the wash. I think we upgrade again. This is kind of interesting, but I'm not really here for intrigue. And I probably should just consider the Ballard to scaling, but I don't really have the full crit enabler just yet. And in fact, Delusion is fairly close to being a Ballard right now for me, because it's more likely to trigger the Dodgy Dagger. I mean, I'm never going to stop the spider spawning here. Sorry, the spider hitting me. Alright, you know what I didn't really consider that possibility of attacking the enemy below the spider and then brambling that enemy so I get hit twice. That's a new tech. A new unwanted tech. So when I talk about this thing, you know, oh, don't attack the spider in the top row, just attack him in the bottom row, but try and kill the enemy below him. Actually, that tech is kind of like potentially flawed. It basically means don't attack the spider, which is a really unfortunate conclusion to come to. Alright. One spider down. I'll try and get to this bomb. There's a chance I hit it. Nice. Spin S, very useful. I thought that might happen. Come on. Nice, okay, got off the ceiling. Just deal with the bat. And sadly, there's not a lot I can do about this. That's an insane shot to the refresh, though. Okay, we're out, but it's a bit messy. I think you're untakeable right now. I think you're something you take at the end of the game when, like, you've got an insane economy and just use it to, like, pound someone. I'll take you up a level. I'm probably not going... In fact, I'm definitely not going to the shop anymore, so I don't really know what I'm saving my money for. Losing my mind, I didn't think this was the elite tile. It's fine. Okay, get to the bombs. The refresh was both in a good and a bad spot. It was good because I had to get to the bombs to get to it, but normally it's quite awkward to get to that position. Fortunately, I do want to get the bombs here, so All in all, fairly good. Actually, not a terrible Bramble. You know what, Terrible? I'll use you. Now I need to go get the old refresh out. Would love to get it here, but it's probably not going to happen. Okay, I need a touch of good fortune. We did get a dodge in there. So I did get a bit of finesse, but I now need the crit to be in a nice spot. Which it's proving to not want to be in a nice spot at any time. Dude, I'm going to need a crit on the last shot, I think, to win this. Or some, like, insane good luck. Alright, well, we just have to pray. Okay, we get out. I might have got out without the crit, to be fair, but it was really close. Let's take a heal. I'll take you to max level. Crit's Fleece, you kind of did nothing for me on the last one. I think you're actually pretty good with the old small packages, but we need to get small packages first. I'll take the chicken because I do actually need the health right now. How many runs, by the way, has it been since I've seen a crit relic? I feel like it's been 3 streams or something at this point playing as this character, and I've not seen the crit relics. Okay, we have to duplicate this, because it literally works with my dodgy dagger. But I'm going to fall in the trap again, and by falling in the trap, I guess... Are you really falling in the trap if you know you're falling in the trap? I'm going to get the wall next fight. I'm going to get a shit ton of... Evolution. It's going to look really nice with the dodgy dagger, and then... one wall and we die. Okay, I actually have to be very careful here because I really don't want to kill the guy at the back when the other guy's taking no damage, so... I'm actually going to move my targeting to the front in a second. Alright, let's move targeting here, just so I don't fuck it up. Whoops. Speaking of don't fuck it up, I missed the crit there. I thought it was gonna bounce around, okay? Nice. Always good when you get those bombs. At least 2 of those 3 bombs, but a few of those bombs. Really awkward to hit normally. Right. Value, baby. I might actually get out of this fight without taking damage. I don't want to call it too soon because, you know, I could definitely fail here. And also, I've just seen where the refresh has gone. But those bombs are pretty nice. Come on, you can hit 7 pegs. Nice. Okay, that's honestly huge. No damage on this fight. I guess I'll just hold up my money for the next floor. I could go for the Ballard, I guess, and just instantly put a level into it. You know what? I'll do it. Bit more spiness scaling. Oh, you're obviously the better relic here, but if I'm gonna have 2 evasive maneuver orbs and I have no piercing, I might actually need the aliens rock to do something. And in theory, +1/+1's not that impactful if you're going purely for crits. It's basically +0/+1. I'll take it. But it pains me. Because I really like the Power Glove. You know, I was thinking of this game because I mentioned it, I think I mentioned this in a previous episode, that we might be hitting like a dangerous critical mass point of there's too many like meme items in the game. And it's going to make runs like, not impossible, but really hard to actually succeed in the future at C20. I was wondering if the developers have ever talked about potentially making decimal damages. Not necessarily on the orb, but on the relics themselves. Like, you know, it gives plus 0. 2 damage or something on a crit, like, you know, +0 +0.2, just to make some like obscure relics like maybe slightly better. And the way it would work is, because obviously you wouldn't put them down to like 44.8 health or something like that, it would just round, like, I don't know, bankers rounding or something like that, whatever rounding method you want to do, but it just rounds to like a nearest whole number instead. Because it'd be a way to give like a small damage boost to an item to give it a bit more like usability without making it like completely OP. Because the problem, like, I'm going to compare this to Isaac again, which I think is somewhat fair. I mean, they're both roguelikes, right? But I think they both had this same problem. And one of the solutions they did to, you know, to solve it in Isaac was they just... They made items which had weird effects just give you like a raw stat increase. But obviously in I say obviously, you maybe don't know it's in Isaac, but you can have decimal damage increases in Isaac behind the games, like under the hood, they're decimals. Whereas you can't really do that in Peglin, like you kind of need whole numbers, but it really limits like your design space when +1/+1 is seen as like a really big damage buff. You can't really give something else +0/+1 because there's already a relic in the game that does that. But I think you could get away with like every 5 pegs you hit, you get like 1 additional damage. Maybe you have to like word it that way. But I think you could get away with decimal scaling, and it could make some items like what's the new one called? Oh my god! Hang on a sec. Let me just find this my notes. AKA the spreadsheet. I've not put it to name yet. Collusion detection, which I think is like almost untakeably bad. It would give it some merit if it like gave you 0.2 in stats or something. At least you're like, oh, I'm getting something for my trouble. But I feel like this character particularly needs like something that gives more crit orbs crit pegs on the board. Because it's so hard to get that crit build going when there's only 2 relics in the game and they keep getting diluted. I'm just toying whether or not I want the Cauldron Bubble. It's piercing. But I kind of have it covered with Alien Drop, but I think it's still not a terrible idea to do this. The other one is, because this is a evade attack, it's not just dodge. I could go with Darkness Ether Ball and go for blindness instead. But even that's not great. Or I just ram a level into this. AoE is for nerds. I don't think it is. I think we have like serious issues in the next flow without it. The Aliens Rock does like account for it a little bit, but I'm gonna do this purely because I don't need you on the next fight. Also, you're not the best piercer for me right now. I'd probably want something with damage on it. I mean, I guess everything has damage on it, but like the actual raw number since I've got finesse scaling. The problem is the same problem I always have. I don't have a guaranteed way to get crits anymore. Right, transparency, the worst effect I could roll. The better effect I can roll. Might actually be the best effect I can roll at, to be honest with you. Okay, the 4% blindness is actually coming in clutch there. I really need to get to this refresh as well at some point. Campaigning for Peglin enemies right to hate AoE. I knew you were on the enemy side, cool. Okay, I really hit this refresh on the next shot. And by the next one, I mean the next one in that corner. Actually, I might not be able to hit it, to be completely honest with you. I think I just have to wait to get Vord. Dude, please. Alright, I found an actual horror position for the refresh to go into. Turns out it's this tile. It's fine, just keep dodging. I have 8 spinets right now. I think I got really lucky here. I'll take it, but I think I was astonishingly lucky. Okay, here's where we get punished. We should take an evasive maneuver, but we've got Alien's Rock. We'll take squirrels. Yes, it's not the wall! Okay, we can actually win this run. It has a chance. I've not been immediately trolled by the game. I love that you can bramble the fucking chandelier. It's really cool. Thanks, game. Okay, let's try and get down to these bombs. Actually, I should probably do this. Get maximum illusion. And then dodge an attack. Squirrels are not your least favorite boss item. Is it again because you're on the enemy side? Because that would explain a lot. It's one of the better boss relics in the game. Oh, you shouldn't like its use at a certain point. Yeah, I don't know. I see what you mean, but at the same time, a lot of the boss relics are actually just bad for you, so something that's only good for a certain amount of time is like better than something that is bad. That's kind of how I see it. Okay, I think we're finally set up now with 9 spinets. How did we not dodge this attack? Okay, it's weird. Oh, it's piercing. It's piercing. Darn tooting piercing. I probably should take it. Yeah, probably should take you as well, which is really awkward because I can't take both of you. You know what? Alien's Rock has done me good. I'll take Critty Ball instead. So I need crits. Crits is actually the priority right now. Let's go right. Actually, if I don't care, we should farm gold. Now, you're very interesting, because you're obviously really good with Alien's Rock, but I'll need a buttload of money to upgrade on my pebbles. It's not completely crazy, though, to go for this. And time is on my side to get the other events. Or do I... You love a pebble build. Or do I do the sensible thing of just removing a pebble? We'll do the sensible thing. I have to remember as well, I do the spreadsheet. It's not just amusement right now. I'm not just doing this for fun. I actually do need to get small packages, and small packages doesn't do very well with the pebble build. It can like sort of like coexist, but... God, squirrels are so good. God, I wish I got to 50 gold. Okay, we'll take an upgrade on this once taken to max level. I now should start... I mean, I probably should have already done it, but I should start saving money. We're not going to get to 105. We just want to get to above 50. Hello. I'll try and kill you. I'm not convinced I do 250, but I might do 150. Alright, did neither. Can you get backpack from the shop? Do you mean small packages? I think you can. If you mean haggling satchel, whatever it's called, no, you can't. If you mean hero's backpack, then I think you can. The adventurer's backpack? I don't think what's called adventurer's. Hero's backpack. I think you can get it in the shop. Making some very greedy plays right now. Okay, I'm gonna try and kill you. I have killed you, which is perfect. My greed is being rewarded. Now I should kill you before you do 10 damage to me. Alright, can you guys, like, chill out for, like, one turn, please? While I rebuild the board. I really need to go and get my old... Actually, I might have to hit you here. I need to refresh. Thank you. You guys leave me alone. I'll try and stop the 10 damage again. I got you guys on a really nasty cycle there. Don't know how he did it, but I'm not thankful for it. Also, how is that not a crit? Every attack is a crit with that orb. Excuse me, game? I've owned a crit. Nimble is the thing I think small packages was built for. Swashbuckle was pretty good if I can, like, get the economy going. We actually took it one time and it does disgusting damage and works with Alien's Rock, but I'm not taking any of them because I want to go to the shop. Okay, there's some intrigue here. This is really good with what I'm doing. Like, it's the most synergistic thing. Mask of Joy is obviously disgusting as well, if I could, you know, get it. Also, finally I found the crit relic, but, you know. I wait for, like, one of these three things, and all three of them come in my shop at the same time. Also, I've not got small packages here, which is pretty unfortunate. We were never taking orbits. Navigation inflation just doesn't quite work with this, but yeah, it has to be steady scope. It's literally it's the perfect thing. Hello, Keeper. Great honor has been bestowed upon you. It has. Thank you for the fancy badge. Much appreciated your fancy badge. It makes up for the only 2 carrots I pay you per month. Which is going to mean nothing to you right now, Keeper, without seeing the introduction to this episode, but... it's fine. I think you can, like, conclude what I'm actually talking about. Man, I'm good. Snipe that crit. Did I take sprouting and died twice? No. That's not quite what happened. Alright, I would really love to not die to these guys. You'll see it for yourself. Indeed you will. I have to go for this. Let me slow the game down as well, actually. I just need to deal with the snipers. Okay, it's not quite dealing with them. I do pick up a kill, though. A few bombs, please, if you don't mind, sir. Our Labour Union Settlement Agreement. I've got a spreadsheet ticked off now, but do we have Froggo, Amulet, and Big Fish? We definitely have Big Fish. I think we have Froggo. I can't remember, though. How are you on 41 health? I mean, I know how, but... I might as well refresh, actually. How did I break it? Oh, I broke the shield by destroying shields. I forgot it was a mechanic. Well... I have to kill this shot. Fun fact, Master Study was done on the average attractiveness and intelligence of different Twitch viewers by streamer. By far and away the most attractive and smartest chatters in all of Twitch were Andalono chatters. It's because they all come to laugh at me. They're like, look at that bearded boy. At least I've not got a life like him. I'm basically like the Twitch equivalent of the zoo. An American study. Pain. Alright, well that's what happens when you take piercing. And 2 additional enemies spawn on that fight. And your build relies on probability, I suppose. Alright, we'll just take the 10 damage. Probably should have hit the bomb there. We're probably taking 3 damage here, but we could get lucky. Alright, we'll just get lucky instead. As an American, I can guarantee that's not an American study because it doesn't mention freedom, burgers, or guns. All scientific studies are required to mention those. There was a story I was going to bring off, but I don't know if I can. It'd be such a bizarre situation for the person that is about to hear about it, but it probably doesn't really matter anymore. But I just won't risk it. It was just a story about a study that I say study I was doing, but like a paper that I did once. And one of the reviewers on it, who was an American. But you know what? I decided not to burn any bridges today. The mole. Well, we can't blind the mole, so I will not be taking the blind orb. I can't get both those elites, sadly. But I could get 3 elites. We're going to go for 3 elites. I'll probably take the later of the 2 elites. Although, if, no, I can still go to the shop. Or not shop. I'm not finding documentation of Big Fish having a win. Can anyone double check if I'm wrong? You're 1000% wrong. Hang on a second. I will find you the numbers. Okay, it's Peglin episode 417, which isn't out yet. But I recorded it on the 11th of the 11th. So if you can find my stream from that date, it's on that day where I do it. That's your Veterans Day? I apologize. I maybe have done something greatly disrespectful or immensely pog, depending on, like, which way of the old bracket you want to fall. Actually, not sure what I want to do here. I'm actually semi-tempted to grab the rub orb. Not just because the keeper's here either, but it might actually be the right play. I know that, like, tag jobs are better into the mole fight now than they once were, but it's still not fantastic. And I kind of don't want to not spend my money because I've got an elite coming up. So you know what, rub orb? Get in the sack. And if I had crits, I might have considered actually taking the dagger up unironically. Okay, I'm feeling a bit concerned about this, but it's better than the pebbles, and we've got an elite coming up, as I said, so I'll do it. Okay, that's nice. That makes up for all the health I'm going to lose by firing fireballs. Alright. Go get him, Rubob. There's a mid-VOD win. Okay. But yeah, I only know because, like, it's... I don't want to say historical, because that gives me, like, maybe ideas above my station of what I'm doing. I'm just, you know, a middle-aged man doing Peglin videos, basically, at this point. But it was, of the Peglin videos out there, it was certainly one of them. It was a great run. Ooh. Love the crit positioning here. What? I got robbed! That's so annoying. I did him 4 times the damage. Come on. Game. Meet me in the middle. Out of all the middle-aged men, doing Peglin videos is my favourite. Thank you. Much appreciated. Gotta memorize that jump skips 3 pegs unless you enter the power slide slowly. I'm not convinced that's necessarily true. I feel like there's a bit of a randomness associated with it, but I mean, sorry. When I say randomness, clearly it's not randomness, but it's like, it's very, like, fine, the difference. It's not just entering slowly or quickly, it's just... Like, a pixel to the left, I would have got it, and a pixel to the right, I might have missed it. I'll do my best to get a kill here. Actually, I probably need to crit. You know what? I'm actually pretty unhappy with this altogether. I think I'm not going to get the kill. Yeah, even with this, I'm not getting the kill. Oh no, exploitable saved me. Incredible. Actually, pretty big. Alright, now I don't really know what we're doing. I've got a bunch of orbs in my sack, which... You know, they're okay orbs, I guess. But they're not piercing. They don't have any, like, bells and whistles attached to them. I'm not fighting Leshy, so the fireballs don't really have, like, a tech. I guess we're a bit more bomb-focused because of the fireballs now. Is that your favorite pink orb? It is. It shows you how good my first opening was that I've got one right now. Had I known I was going to get a fireball, though, immediately afterwards, I wouldn't have taken it. But it's fine. We'll just get Primer of Frost or something like that. Or I'll get the Overwhammer so I can turn them into piercing. And then we're good. Ah, thank you for the spreadsheet. I will get it on before the next round. We actually should sandbag. Alright. Try to sandbag. Oh wait, I always do poison, never mind. I was gonna say I rolled poison, but I didn't actually roll poison. What a weird situation we've got brewing right now. I'll take you to max level, I guess. And hold. I don't want to go to the shop just yet. Could have done without this fight. Maybe get a bomb? Alright, never mind. Transferency's nice, but we're probably not going to be able to kill... In fact, we definitely can't kill the plant behind him because it's not the plant behind him, it's actually another slime. Alright, clear past the bombs. And take the 3. Okay, it's the blue slime. It's blue. Sorry, I'm colorblind as well. The green slime is now dead to 1 bomb. I'm gonna take more damage from the fucking artillery plant as well, because I can't actually deal with him right now. You're also dead to 1 bomb right now. But I can't guarantee hitting it, so I'll do that. That I can guarantee. Fireball, actually useful. I took 2, but I saved myself 3, so actually it was worth it in the watch. I'll try and do a bit of damage with the Terror Ball, because remember, I get the 10 poison regardless, and I might need the 10 poison. Okay, that's not bad. I should take Ether Wheel as well. I know my sack is bulging right now. But I gotta do what I gotta do. And I think I had to do this. Okay, we should probably fight the later elite. It's my other prediction. I could get punished for this because I could misnavigate off this tile, but... we can't do you. I'm not even going to look at the chat. I'm going to probably misnavigate as well, as the funny thing. Okay, I do get punished for this. But low-key, I would have just lost the run with multi-ball. It was actually better to not get a boss relic there than rather than take the best relic in the game. Right, nice opening. Alright, cool, very good. To be fair, everyone's dead to poison now if I just hit you one time. I probably need to open a path to these bombs again. Yeah, let me just make sure I can get these bombs with my fireball coming up. Alright, the fight is definitely over. That's quite a lot of bombs going off. Ship navigation doesn't change regards to the choice you take anyway. Usually shoot left to go left and shoot right to go right. I feel that's not the way that works, but I don't know. I feel like I just get lucky. Like, purely lucky. We don't really care where we go here, but... equally, I don't want to take too much damage. Okay, that's fine. 3 gold, good enough. We're somewhat fortunate as well. I think the quality of relics we've got right now is actually pretty high. So I'm not super depressed to miss the boss, but... I wish you could get out of that fight more consistently. Right, multi-ball plus rub-up. So bouncy. I was going to say don't hit the refresh, I want the bob, but... ah, well, it is what it is. Okay, actually, this is quite nice now. The bomb plus... I was going to say 6 peg damage kills the guy in front because he's going to die to the poison regardless. Now give me a refresh. And another multi-ball shot, and dude, the damage is pretty good. I was gonna heal, I actually forgot I even had that. Nice. Also didn't have to take the 2 self-damage. Very good. Pig. I don't know. I really don't know about you. I have only single target orbs right now. I know you're an economy generator, but you had to show up earlier. I've got a different pink friend right now. For the record, I, the keeper, hate the pig. I love to, you know, it's part of my chat's like, oh my god, I love the pig. It's the best orb in the game. Keeper, I hate the pig. It's horrible. I don't know how I feel about the pig. It's like... I think as long as you don't use the pig as I think it was intended to be used, it's actually quite good. If you just think it's like an economy generator, it's like fine. But when you start like trying to get into like actual pig-based builds, I think at C20 it's a bit of a pipe dream. I have done it before, I've made it work, but I think it's one of those situations where it's like the rich get richer. You're gonna win the run regardless of what the pig's doing. He's sort of just there to like, I don't know, do a wheelie or something across the finish line. Okay, killed you a little bit too quickly, actually, for my liking. But I needed the refresh, though. There wasn't what I could do about it. Probably getting shot here. Alright, see you later, Keeper. Actually, low-key, the multi-ball in that shot was quite clutch. I got like another 12 or something damage, which might matter with this pet ball. Yeah, it probably mattered. Fuck. I feel like you have to go for the crit things because it's just so like embedded into the character. That being said, I could go for bomb build. I don't do it that often anymore because of allegations. But I have 2 fireballs which work quite nicely with the bombs. The rub orb would go quite nicely with the bombs. You know what? You crazy son of a bitch, I'm in. I didn't even consider it. The Keeper's back to say he loves the bomb build. This is a tricky one. So yeah, I think it's hard to proc the sash right now, or guarantee proc the sash. But it could save me. Then again, if I'm gonna go like towards the bomb build, do I really need +1/+1? It is +1/+1 though. You know what? If I take this, I won't ever die. That's the logic here. Why have a safety measure when you just don't need it? Why have a seatbelt when you just don't crash your car? It's effectively what I'm saying, I think. You know what? I'll duplicate this as well. Alright, we're true bomb build now. This also gets around my piercing issue I had right now, which was I had no piercing orbs. Okay. And wouldn't you know it, I've got my bomb orb just in time for the ball to come front and center. Very cool. And I can't hit my crit. Oh, that Bramble's actually huge for me. Multi-ball bombs! Okay, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, hit 1 bomb. And flew off the bat. Come on. I have a refresh coming up for free anyway. Again, Keeper, you're back. You know what? The transparency's nice. Let's get a rub orb going with multi-ball. Pebble the boss. There's no point in throwing the bomb orb right now. It's gonna be close, this, you know. Especially if I keep, like, whiffing my shots a little bit. Ow. I was gonna say, we're due some, like, big bomb hits. The tree's actually nearly crumbled as well. I'm all in. I think the fireball's better because I'm dying regardless. That's insane. That bounce was so bad. Ah! The bomb build goes back in the box again. I left 5 bombs on board. Come on. And I had 2 Inferno Orbs. On the positive, though, I just ran the calcs. The Focus Sash wouldn't have saved me. Because I would have died, quote-unquote, the turn soon. Sorry, the turn before. Then died on this turn again anyway. Wait, no, I wouldn't. It would have saved me. You leave for 30 seconds and come back to me losing to the mole. The mole's OP! What can I say? Where am I time-wise? I'm just chatting away. 49 minutes. You know what? This is going to be a rare 3-run episode. I mean... Okay, unironically, and I'm not, like, taking the piss here, do I actually take Bomb Baton over the Haglin's Hat? It's not the right thing, don't worry about that. That I'm not considering. Surely I just find other ways to heal. The bomb button is just too good. You know, I kind of low-key like this. I think this actually might be better than I think it is. I think it's pretty good. Alright, Mole, I'm gonna get you again. Unicorn Horn's the best. No, it's not. When I was speaking earlier about, I think it was this episode, potentially decimating some damage numbers to like improve some items which don't deserve a full damage increase, but you know, are completely useless without it. Unicorn Horn was one of the items I was thinking of, where I feel like it should do something else. The effect on it is just too minor. I'm trying to be a bit careful here. It's like the one downside of the bomb button, I'm winning too much right now. The keeper's getting cross with me. I tried to shot the horn and line up insane shots for the entire run without giving it any credit. Yeah, because without it, I just line it up mentally instead. Obviously, I use the tool when I have it. But if I didn't have it, I could still do it. That's the point. If I don't have like a bread knife, for example, to cut some bread, do I not cut the bread if I have some other knife with me? No, I'll just use the other knife that I've got with me. Or I'll just tear it apart with my bare hands. The whole lets you line up the mental shots to 1 extra peg bounces in the future. You're overthinking it. Alright, I'm going to take, I think, the eye circle because I keep not taking a piercing go because I get baited by chat saying, oh, you don't need piercing. Why do you need piercing? You've got Alien's Rock. Famously, not a great relic. Yeah, should be targeting you. Yeah, just take piercing. Piercing is the most broken effect in this game, and it's not even, like, close. 4% dodge, though. Kind of hits differently. We should definitely be targeting you this time. Because if I do 70 damage, you will descend and not do damage to me. Oh, Vang. I was pinched in the last second of his aim. It's anti-synergistic. I know, I just like flick aim the Peglin shots. Because I'm so MLG. It feels unnatural not to flick my aim. Alright, we need to upgrade this as quickly as possible. Because it's not the best piercing orb in the game, but it's still a piercing orb. Therefore, it's better than 90% of the orbs in the game. I can use space to fire. I know, I do use space sometimes to fire. But only... So, when I say, you know, I'm using the micro manipulators, I'm using my keyboard. And I'll push space to fire on there, but... That's funny, I put my keyboard down on my mouse and click the shot, but it's actually exactly what I was going to do anyway. But yeah, I'll do the space when I'm using the micro manipulators, but otherwise I just use the mouse. I don't know why, it's just the way I am. And this scroll wheel tech that people are like trying to tell me to use recently, what is this black magic you speak of? Really? I take 2 damage because you lived on 2 health? Come on. Ramble, please. Should actually not target the spider, but I can't really not target the spider. Actually, I could target the tree stump, I guess. That might actually be the optimal play here. In fact, it definitely was the optimal play. Because he was dead anyway to the bomb. I only risked taking 2 there. There was no upside for me. Alright, all in all, not a terrible fight. You know, Echo... Why now? I'll do it because I have so many fights coming up. I think the Echo is like worthless without the upgrades. I think it's one of the most important things to get to level 3. This and Balestra, like, they're actually essential. Targeted the wrong enemy from the start, very good. Alright, 3 more bombs on the board. You wouldn't know it though. I've not hit any of them yet. Let me try and deal with this artillery plant. Okay. This guy's dead. Although he's dead to 1 bomb anyway, so it's a bit of a waste of a damage. Lucky dodges. Give me the bomb hit. An echo. Yeah, you're doing like nothing. Or at least you're gonna put a status effect on everyone. I'll try pick up a kill here. Dude, I feel like I'm like in the Matrix, but for dodging bombs. It's crazy how many bombs I missed. Okay, we're out. And we have a path to the right, I think. No, too many. Upgrade this is a necessity. I wish the order was slightly different. If I could have got my Echo for the next turn, I'd feel so much better about this. At least the artillery plant is dead, though. Well, the odds of that I rolled 5 exploitables. That's pretty funny. Alright, we should probably just hit bombs here and not the refresh. Alright, perfect. Just let me out. Get another upgrade. You are going to max level. Now I just need damage. To actually echo. John Virgo, there's a gap. Okay, this is fine. This is why we got the Echo leveled up. We do this, hit the crit, do some moderate damage. The Echo then echoes the moderate damage. It's guaranteed killing the artillery plants. You've served your purpose. Much appreciated. You saved me 6 damage. Now we can go farm gold. Okay, we do need to upgrade this as well. I don't really want to risk this too much, but I don't have a clear path. Okay, we'll just get lucky. Wait, I thought you couldn't dodge the fire anymore. I'm sure I said that in a previous episode. Oh, perfect. I love this fight. As this character. I don't think there's any other elite in the game where a character has like got a better matchup into them than this one. Just putting states on the green testicle is so powerful. You can always dodge fire. You might be conflating with no longer being able to dodge red bombs. Ah, maybe that's what I'm doing. That sounds about right. Okay, I'll be a little bit upset if I take damage on this fight. It could definitely happen, but I had even additional bombs in this fight. Oh my god. And like piercing is normally pretty good on this fight. Huge echo, by the way, 2 damage. But status is nice. Just dodge. Smile. whatever. I was going to say the refresh would be pretty good here as well, I suppose. Refresh the board. Rainbow Slime, are you escaping? Possibly. Oh, no, you don't. Look like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. Get over here. Oh, and again. I'm just bullying the Rainbow Slime. That was so cruel. Okay, we don't really care where we go here, so can I actually have a lark at getting the gold? I think nothing here is, like, amazing, so I'll just take the evasive maneuver up level. Betsy's Hedge is really good, because it basically just gives you a flat 2 damage. Well, sorry, it gives you, like, a flat 2 damage if you're not hitting the crit. I know that's literally what it does. But that's pretty good, because it's kind of hard to hit the crit. And when you get 2 crits on the board, then as this character, you just don't care, because your crit damage is, like, really good anyway. So even if it ends up, like, 8 7s, taking the 7 damage is still pretty good. And a lot of this characters, like, got upsides on crit. So it's like, maybe you lower your damage roll by 1, but you still get the upside on the orb itself. I think effective criticism, I can't really take it, because I don't have enough crits for it. It's kind of weird because like they both sort of like synergize with crits, but I think it's one is better having fewer crits, and then just turns off when you get more crits, and you just don't worry about it. So I'll take it. Roundrel is all of nothing as an uncommon. Yeah, that's crazy. Wait, is it crazy? No, that's not crazy. What is crazy is all of nothing's uncommon on the Paladin as well, right? It shouldn't be uncommon on the Paladin. It's so hard to make that build work on the Paladin. You honestly should get a bit more luck. You know what? I'm going to try and get some gold. Alright, whatever. 3 gold. Yeah, it's crazy good as this character. Especially with this. I mean, I'll take it since you've given it to me. We want to go left. We want to get the bombs. Oh, double bramble. Don't mind if I do, actually, sir. Alright, we fab. That guy's dead to a bomb, and I can hit a bomb already. Unfortunately, rolled poison. We don't really want any of you too much right now. We're not going to a shop, so I guess we'll take another level here. And again, I think we can greed this a little bit. I say this, we only have 52 health. You know what, let's not greed this a little bit. Let's just go right. Every time, man. Although actually, echoed with Betsy's Hedge, it is a 2-1 piercing orb. So I'll take it. Just to apply the statuses, honestly, more than anything. Alright, I got the 1 roll, sadly, to hit the crit. But dude, transferences across the board, actually not bad on this fight. More statuses. More! Don't really do no damage on that shot. I guess I did. Because the orb fizzled, but... Rainbow Slime, where do you think you're going? Get on my board. I was gonna say, surely I'm not gonna get punished for this greed. There's so many bombs active. Okay, refreshing the board more often would be pretty good. So actually, we should actually consider the Reorganizer, purely because if I go onto Calypso build, it would actually give me a win condition. I think I want to do it. I'm just going to just pump the damage in. Sorry, pump the money in. We're about to have an elite and then a boss fight, so we might as well. Just don't hit the crit, actually, right now. Alright, the worst status I could have rolled. Yeah, it's really awkward to fight the ice circle in this fight. It's like one of the few fights where the ice circle is actually just not great. Good roll on Bramble, though. Mr. Crit, please. Thank you. Ah! It did a fucking 180 and came back and sniped it. Scumbag. Alright, we'll just keep rolling Bramble if you don't mind. Again. So, like, this fight, if I didn't roll Bramble 3 times, we actually might have taken some damage. Instead, I rolled Bramble 3 times and poison and kill him. It is a snowball, I've seen it. Does work with the old small package build. Do I want a snowball? Probably not, but it's funny. I'll give you that, it's funny. No, I want to win the run. Let's take the things that win runs. We have to take this. This is actually huge. I rolled Bramble 3 times because of skill. Unironically, I looked at my relics. I was like, wait, I don't have that relic. Oh yeah, give me the special relic. I don't mind if I do. AKA the Forger. AKA the Anvil. Snowball with small packages is a bit anti-synergistic. It's not. What if I told you it isn't? It is in the sense of the relic, it's being anti-synergistic, but don't you make the snowball grow faster on the turn you play it? So it's like actually positive synergistic, but not with the relic, but with the snowball itself. You know what, tree? I'm gonna destroy you. It's low when it's small, yeah, but it doesn't matter. You're trying to like buff it up anyway. I assume it counts as 2 triggers for its own orb, if you know what I mean. Like the growing scale. I've not really tested it too much. Not an activation on hit. Okay, so it doesn't work. Okay, it is anti-synergistic then. Well, sort of anti-synergistic. Good time for my piercing up to show up, by the way. Just when the guy comes right in front of me. Okay, just show me a good crit. Thank you. Ish. Please hit the crit. All could be forgiven with one big echo. And this is a fairly big echo. Now just get the refresh. Thank you. Crits refresh you. You think I don't know that? I forgot that. I forgot. Doesn't matter. Never punished. Okay. I think I don't want anything here. I definitely... actually, hang on a minute. I say I don't want you. 5 spiness is a lot of spiness. And all I need to do then is hit my crit every shot. Chalice is perfect. I don't know if it is perfect. It is interesting, though. It would mean I would only have 1 refresh on the board again, but it is +5 if I hit it. I'll try it. Yeah, I know I've got the heavy shaft potion, but I've only got 1 crit on the board. So I'm going back to having 1 refresh on the board, which is pretty spicy. Alright, you know. You give it the 1 fight. Oh, there go my refreshes. Fantastical Treat's not that bad. Yeah. It kind of is. It's actually better because the crit stays on the board once you've hit it. Like, it moves positions during the shot, whereas the refresh doesn't. But yeah, if we get duplication potion now and then, like, the thingy potion, strange brew, this run goes crazy. Don't mean the other way around. I thought the crit... Oh no, it is the other way around. Yeah, it is the other way around. Oh, it's this that brings it back, right? When you shuffle it, it puts it back on the board, right? Two relics in a shop versus a shop and an elite. Interesting. I think I want the elite fight. So, I'll try and go left. Small package in the left shop. Again, that's not the way this game works, I believe. If I can get this crit, you are actually so done. So close. We could still do some decent damage here. Alright, never mind. It is how it works if you recognize the seed, but no, it's... If I went to either shop, I get the same result. They're not seeded that way. As I understand it, that's the way this works. Like... what am I looking at here? So, like, this fight I'm about to go to next, the general fight, is the same one on this side if I went to that tile instead. Some of this question mark tile is the same as the one over here. And by proxy, this next shop is the same as this shop over here. You know, it's not in the same, like, you know, row or anything. A fight plus a rare relic is better than skipping 2 fights and 2 common relics. Yeah, I think I agree. Who am I fighting? Painter. If it's the paint, I probably shouldn't take one of the best orbs in the game, the Poltergeist. I don't really need it either, to be fair. I have 2 piercers anyway. I think I just hold. Minor pain. I do need to remember as well, when I take it up, I take 6 damage, right? Yes. So if I'm on 6 health, don't take it up. You'll just die. Remember to clear a path. I mean, I've already done it, really. But I'll try and send some down the left side. Would like a crit now, game. Alright, very cool. It's on a shield tile. Come on. Okay, let's take this shot and then set up the Echo for the next one. I'm not convinced we'll kill him with the Echo otherwise. I have to heal, but we have the health. Sorry, the money for it. Give me a nice question mark tile. It's bottom or right, but I'd prefer bottom, aka middle. Fuck, my timing. It was off. Okay, never punished. More illusion is nice because I'm struggling a bit defensively. The cookie is good if I can get a ton of crits. It's like in the direction that I want to go in with my build, so I'm probably going to take it. I guess then I would want some scaling with the dodgy dagger as well. I don't know if I need the money. Yeah, I'm not going to another shop this floor. Kind of funny that these are together again. They're quite a good combo. And we don't want another echo because the boss counters all damage. Crits of Balos and Crit Ball are great with the cookie. Yeah, but I just need to find them first. We have some sort of scaling now. I have some healing as well if I can get the crit-related paraphernalia. And when I discard now, I'm going to get a decent amount of illusion, which also is getting buffed because of the chalice. So there's a lot to like here. There's actually quite a lot of synergy. I just need the thing that gives me more crits. Which, as I said, is the whole point of this character. Well, nearly the entire point of this character. I think I fire this. I know you get a lot of illusion, but I thought the damage would be worth it. Dude, I just can't get a good shot right now. My crit is forever hiding. My crit! My poor kingdom for a crit! Do I discard here and just shoot for another shot? I think I discard and shoot for another shot and go for the 50-50. I'm not doing 500 damage with this. I need another turn. I need the crit. Again, I need the crit. Actually, crazy run. Just one crit enabler, and we go to the moon. But I can't find it. And then my crit goes behind shield pegs like 3 times in a row. Oh, this character. Well, that'll do it for this episode. If you enjoyed this, why don't you like, comment, subscribe? Everything helps me out. See you again next time. Bye.